Even though it was going to be a logistical nightmare, the Jubilee Party had planned to conduct its primaries in the entire country in a single day. But a day to the primaries, it has reconsidered the decision. The party's National Elections Board and the logistics team went back to the drawing board and split the exercise into two, with the first scheduled to take place on Friday the 21st and then Tuesday the 25th of this month.
This administrative decision was arrived at by the National Elections Board in order to first and foremost reduce pressure on our logistics teams and our staff, because with the increase in competition, we realized that even areas which we thought had marginal competition, we now realize that we will have to organize primaries in those areas.
Initially, Jubilee intended to hold nominations in only 33 counties. Now the party says competitive counties have increased to 45.
At the end of the primaries, the returning officers will read out the results at the constituency and the county tallying centers. However, the final results will be announced at the party headquarters by the National Elections Board.
According to the new schedule, all counties in the party's stronghold, Central Kenya and Rift Valley regions, with the exception of Turkana and Samburu, will proceed with the nominations on Friday as initially planned. The frontier counties of Marsabit, Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, Lamu, alongside all coastal counties, the Ukambani, Western and Nyanza regions will have the primaries on Tuesday, just a day to the nominations deadline. The party had argued earlier that a one-day exercise would help to ensure the exercise was foolproof. Now it relies on the security features on the ballot paper.
We have a watermark, right? And it is only 5 people who know where that watermark is. Then we have a feature on it which a photocopier cannot pick out, but your naked eye can pick it out. These ballot papers are serialized. So if you decide to print, for example, how are you going to serialize them?
Winning the nomination in a party stronghold is as good as winning the election. And that's why many aspirants have invested their all, their emotional and financial resources towards these nominations. But the Jubilee Party now says, for scores of aspirants, this will not be the end game. This is why.
Our responsibility is to check, do you have a degree? Yes, you have a degree. Which university? Such a university. The next thing is we check with the Commission for University Education, is that university recognized? If that university is recognized, we have to accept that qualification. We don't go beyond that. If we find out that that university certificate was forged, even after you've gone through the nomination process, we will disqualify you, because then we don't want to run the risk of going to the IBC with a candidate and that candidate is rejected.
All candidates who clinch the nominations will still have to scale the requisite academic and integrity eligibility bar to be enforced by a multi-agency team, which includes the Ministry of Education certification agencies, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, the Attorney General's Office, IEBC, among others. Should the Chapter 6 working group knock out a candidate out of the August 8 contest, it will be a walkover for rival parties, especially in hotly contested areas such as Nairobi, Narok and Kwale. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen TV, Nairobi.